This is how to get overpowered early game. It only takes about an hour. So first, you want to go out and talk to White Mask Varre, as we need to do his quest, to get down to Mogh Palace.
Oh, yeah. Come to the left. Of course, you unfortunate without gun. You are fake. Luck me.
Now, let's go get Torrent. We need to get 2 sites of grace to get Melina to talk to us. So we'll get the Church of Allah and the Gate Grace. Now that we got the graces, you can skip the cutscene or watch it. It does not matter. Now that we got Torrent, we have to head south towards the Weeping Peninsula. So at the bridge, take a right and head straight down. You should probably pass time and wait until morning, so you don't have to dodge the night cavalry. Run past the enemies on the Bridge of Sacrifice without being a fool and being hit by the most obvious attack in the game, and make your way down the path towards the cart. Once you're down here, get on the cart and collect the Morning Star. It's the weapon we'll be using for a little bit. Now we have the Morning Star. Let's head back to the bridge with the Knight's Cavalry. We need to the left, instead of the right this time, and make our way down towards the church. Now that we're at the church, we have to go behind it, into the pond. Our destination is at the end of the pond, a teleporter that will take us to the Bestial Sanctum. Once in the sanctum, get the grace and head down towards the bridge. Avoid enemies, because I'm pretty sure they can one-shot us at the moment. Once at the bridge, run past our angry friend and head down the path towards the minor tree. Go to the left of the minor tree and go behind it. Take the lift up, and then head straight to the fort and get the grace. As you can see, we don't have enough stats to wield the Morning Star, so we need to either level up or get a talisman, as this is a guide to get as overpowered as possible without trying. We'll get a talisman. We'll have to head inside the fort to get the Radagon Sorciel Talisman, so run straight to the ladder and go up. Once up, we can open a chest with half of the Dectus medallion. Next, head down and jump into the hole at the back. Then jump to the other platform inside, and past the rats is another hole. And down there is our talisman. Now that we have the Radagon Sorciel Talisman, we can equip it, and we will have enough stats to wield the Morning Star. Once the Morning Star is equipped, hop on Torrent and head towards the dragon. Once there, just start wailing on it until it dies. Once it dies, be quick. Hop on Torrent and dash back to the Grace. If you were quick enough, Greol will still be alive, and you can do this as many times as you like.
Forgive me.
Put your runes into your desired stats. I'll just dump them in randomly as it doesn't really matter too much. Now we could end here, but we're not quite overpowered, are we? And we should finish Varre's quest. After all, we did start it. So let's head towards Morgoth finally, as we need to reach the next part of Varre's quest. Feel free to level up more if you'd like, but it should be unnecessary. Now let's go fight Morgoth. Now that we fell the omen, we need to make our way to Godric. Let's use the main gate, as it's only polite to use the front door when entering someone's house.
Well, but of course.
Now to make it to Godric, we have to just follow the path. That is easier said than done though. However, we can do it. And once we get up the stairs full of ballistas, and past the barricade of enemies, we can get another grace, and it's smooth sailing from there. With the new grace gotten, let's run towards Godric's boss room. It's straight out the door down the path, past some birds and a giant with 2 knights. Now, let's fight Godric. Now that Godric is a remembrance, let's go talk to the 2 fingers.
Until it would trudge across the far, but the Crusade pray, seek to become let go. All day is, and I will.
Now that we got that out of the way, let's make our way to school. At the end of Godric's boss room is a door. Going inside, and to the left will take us out on a path to the lakes. Once there, we just need to run down, following the path. Into the lake, keep following the path. We'll arrive at a grace, and from the grace we can run towards a teleporter that will take us straight to the academy. Once at the Academy Grace, hop on Torrent and jump off the edge onto the rock down below. We are going to continue Varre's quest, so we need to head towards the church in middle of the lakes. Now let's talk to Varre. We need to tell him the 2 fingers didn't seem right to us, and he'll give us 5 festering bloody fingers, which we'll use to invade people 3 times. We don't need to win as long as we use them, so I prefer to enter their world and die as quick as I can. Now that we've done it 3 times, we can talk to Varre again and ask him to anoint us. He will give us Lord of Blood's favor and tell us to dye it red in the blood of a maiden. First, let's just get the Glintstone Academy key just in case. Now we could go to the Church of Inhibition and get Maiden's blood there. However, it's quite far and I don't want to run past the Frenzy Tower or Vike. So we will go back to the starter church where we first spawn. In order to do that, we need to head to the 4 belfries. Now that we're at the 4 belfries, open the chest at the top and collect the imbued stone sword key. Then head towards the 2nd belfry and use the key to activate the portal. Now to fight the very first boss. With that done, let's head back to the top to get Maiden's Blood and bring it back to Varre. Now back at Varre, we will give him Lord of Blood's favor, and he will take our finger.
Oh, good heavens. Clench your teeth or something.
After that, talk to him a few times until he gives you the medal. Using the medal will transport us to Mogh Palace dynasty.
A medal with the power I've gone out, but you mustn't. The meeting must luminary. We must.
Once there, run up the stairs and get the grace. Once you have the grace, just follow the path, running past all the enemies. Past this blob thing. Through this dark tunnel, trying not to think about being chased. To the midpoint grace. Now let's get a lot of runes by killing Mogh. Of course we won't fight him properly, as this is how to get overpowered with no effort. From the midpoint grace, head up to Mogh's boss room. Enter, start the cutscene. Skip the cutscene, then immediately quit to home menu. Load back in then. Head on over to the grace again. But don't rest. If you rest or die, you won't be able to do the skip. Walk off the edge here and land on the rock. Then jump off to the right while hugging the wall to land on this rock. Then continue to follow the path. Hop on torrent towards the end of the path and jump to the other side. Then run to across the rocks. Be careful because the load out. Then hop on torrent and go down the hole. Make sure not to hit the walls or anything. And double jump once inside so you can attack. You'll need to attack on the way down, but only once every 5 to 10 seconds. I just prefer to do it the entire time just in case. As you can see, we received a lot of runes from normal enemies. And now we get Mogh's runes and his remembrance. I didn't go into a lot of detail on the process to get here, however I showed everything necessary. If you would like more detail, watch my other video I made, Best Early Game Rune Farm of 2024. Now use your runes however you want for your levels, and you will get to quite a high level before ever entering Atlas Plateau. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed or found it helpful, feel free to like and subscribe, as it would really help out the channel and mean a lot to me. Until next time.